Good. How was your first game as a Bruin?
It's a pretty cool experience. Obviously, first time. Been here for a while, but it makes a little difference out there actually playing. So it was cool though. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
You got your first pick, right?
Yeah, first pick.
Take us through that play.
I want to say we had 3 verticals. 3 ran a bender, 2 kind of ran the seam. He kind of threw it behind 3 a little bit, and he tapped it up. Tips and overthrows, just got to get them. So just made a play on the ball.
As far as the adjustments there in the second half, what do you think the biggest adjustment was? The
biggest adjustment, I wouldn't necessarily say it was an adjustment that we had as like a team, but I feel like just as a presence on us, especially for on both sides of the ball for sure, but especially for the defense, I kind of feel like we were slow starting off, and we progressed over the game as time went by. Confidence settled in a little bit more. You can tell people were ready to jump on routes, not be so on top of everything. As a team though, we got better throughout the game, and I think even since then we're still learning from it.
How much more man was there in the second half?
We was running man out there for sure. I think give or take, if we're in zone or man, I think we can all do our jobs. But I think man was the thing to go with that game.
How did the coaches grade the tackling and the communication?
I've been playing football for a while. I think the first game kind of tells you how the season's going to go with tackling. I don't think we did that bad. I want to say we missed a total of 6 tackles altogether. That's really not too bad for a first game, really. If you come out, you see a lot of teams come out on their first Saturday, and it's just not the same. It's just adrenaline's pumping. It's time to go. You see a lot of just mental errors, things just happen. But we can obviously get a lot better. But tackling wasn't the biggest problem we had last Saturday.
And communication?
Communication, I think we talk really well. Even with the loudness around us, I think we communicate really well. There's a lot of things that we can get better at from the small times we had confusion, but I give us a good grade for communication.
Ramon, did you see anything different from Hawaii, from Brandon Shager, as opposed to the tape that they did against Delaware State?
Yeah, personally, it's the first game, so you really don't know what people are going to come out with, for us at least. We saw a little bit what they played against Delaware State, but mainly going off of all they did last year, I don't think they ran much of what they did last year, personally. I do think majority of the tendencies was from the previous game before us, but in a whole year, I think they changed their OC, I think they changed their OC. You can definitely tell he implemented a lot of new game for them.
You mentioned a few moments of confusion. Can you elaborate on what those were and why they are correctable?
They're correctable because I think, for one, I trust my guys. I don't care where I'm at. I believe in my teammates, and even if we do have a mental error, I genuinely think it's a mental error. It's not a problem, if that makes sense. It's something that's correctable. I know we already talked about it. It's like it happens on the field. We go on the sideline. We know what happened before. No one has to come up to you and be like, "Oh, you got to do this, this, and this." He's already telling you his problem before it already happened, or before we even have to correct it. If that makes sense. But hopefully, there's obviously more mistakes to come, but I don't think we're going to be a team that goes over the same mistake, if that makes sense.
So fast learners.
Yeah.
It was an offensive play, but how much did Rico's big touchdown catch impact you guys on the sideline in terms of the game flow?
I think that was pretty big. I think that gave us a little bit of juice, honestly. I spoke to Rico right before. I've known Rico for a while. I played with him at our last school. Said a couple words to him. Tried to, I don't talk too much, but just trying to get the people I know at least, and I know the people who can bring us something, add to the table, and he just went out there in the second half to just sing.
What'd you say to him?
Catch the ball and run.
That was before the touchdown?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was listening?
Yeah.
You're a Bakersfield boy, California born and bred, 6'1". How excited are you to play your first game at Indiana?
I think it'll be cool. Never played Indiana before. I know it's a lot of people from home coming up. We still got today's Wednesday, so we got 11 more days to the game. I don't know. It's exciting. It's a different feeling. Never been here, or yeah, it's my first time here. Emotions are high right now. No matter if I'm having a good day or a bad day, I'm enjoying where my feet are. I like what I'm doing. I think it'll be cool.
And Rico mentioned, you know, he kind of wishes there wasn't a bye week this early.
Right.
How are you feeling about that as far as, you know, especially it being this early in the season?
Right. First off, I really like Rico. Like the way he competes, like the way he thinks. And I think that's just a testament to who he is, saying the bye week's too early. I mean, I would love to not be sitting down on Saturday and play again as well. I want to say that's not just him and I, though. That's pretty much the whole team. I think if we could play Indiana damn near tomorrow in the middle of a parking lot, that would be the thing to do. But I mean, I don't choose the schedule. Rico doesn't choose the schedule. That's not our payroll. So we just go by whatever we got in front of us, and we just do what we got to do then.
KJ Wallace was the leading tackler. Is that like a nice feather in the cap to have a DB be the leading tackler? What does that say about you guys?
I think that's tough, honestly. KJ's my boy. We actually had a joke before going into that game that it was going to be me having all the tackles instead of him. But you got to get ready for it. I hope his shoulders is right. We got 11 more games. That's for sure confirmed. Until then, hopefully the DBs just get us rocking. I hope as a DB group, we are like a major component for this team.
You had a sack, right?
Yeah, he did.
You let the D line guys know, like there's like a DB at the top of the sack charts right now.
I mean, KJ's not a rah-rah guy. Really just goes out there, do what he got to do. I mean, he might say something to like a couple of his close people, but besides that, keeps his head down. He's a hard worker. He went out there and he showed what he could do, and I think that all Bruin fans will like be able to see that every week.
Are you guys watching any tape of Indiana so far yet?
Yeah, I watched the full game from who they play. FIU. I watched the full game yesterday. I mean, you got to think it is Wednesday. We won Saturday, so it was a while ago. Like, we beat Hawaii Saturday. That was over on Saturday. Like, we already started watching everything on Sunday. Trying to get ahead. It's a bye week, so, I mean, we're doing our best to be well prepared for next Saturday.